Good morning. This is another video on where I write. Now, one of my favorite places to write is Tatnall Square Park, and you'll see why in a minute. This here is Tatnall Square Park. That right there is the bench right up under the tree in a nice shade. Of course, this is Georgia. You're going to always need shade if you write outside. But look at what my view is from the bench. We have some landscape here with the rocks. We also have a nice little bridge here. As you continue on, there's more landscape, plenty of trees, plenty of flowers, plenty of colors. As we continue down the walkway here, because there's a number of times where I'm gaining inspiration or getting inspiration by walking through the park. The one big thing about this park is the artwork. This here is a handcrafted statue of an owl, of a couple owls actually. This was done by one of the residents in the community. This was a tree that had fell down, and as you can see, the gentleman who did this did awesome work. Awesome, awesome, awesome. It's an actual tree stump, as you can see, growing up out the ground. But he turned this into a magnificent statue that sits right here at the front of Tatnall Square Park. Beautiful. This here is another spot in Tatnall Square Park that I like to come and write. If I want a different change of scenery, just something to give me a different shift as far as where I'm sitting at over there by the bench is not drawing any inspiration. I come over here, and from here it's just, again, a lot more landscape. You got trees around you, nothing but green, nothing but grass. Just an open area that allows you to kind of sit and think freely. Try to let those characters speak to me. This here is another spot in Tatnall Square Park where I like to come and write. Again, right up under a huge tree for shade. And again, just land, just peacefulness, just quietness all around you. All around you. It is a beautiful park. One of my favorite places to come and write. One of the other reasons that I like to come and write out here at Tatnall Square Park is that all of the trash cans have a plaque on it that has some type of quote. Most of the quotes dealing with the earth, dealing with nature, being that this is a park. But sometimes when you have that writer's block and you really can't think of anything, sometimes reading a quote kind of helps jog those memories, kind of helps get those creative juices stirring. Here is another trash can within the park that has a plaque that has a phrase on it. And again, this is something that has become common within most of the parks here in the in-town Macon area, and a few of the libraries as well have these, so I think that's pretty neat. Here is another piece of art that is on the Tatnall Square Park grounds. Very colorful. It's a nice bear. The kids love this, of course. It's a bear in the middle of the park, and it gets them excited every time that we come out here. Another one of my favorite spots here at the Tatnall Square Park is the Take It, Leave It, the Take a Book, Leave a Book library that they have. So as you can see here, I don't know if you can read it too well. Take a book, leave a book. And they have books in here already. And of course, as a writer, you know that I've placed my books in here, and as I see, I'm gonna have to put a couple more books in there. But it's a great way for you to come to the park to be able to enjoy a book. You take a book, then you come back, you leave a book, or you can bring the other book back. It's a good way to be able to find different books, find new authors, find a favorite author without having to go to the library, or just to be able to share a book, you know, with others out here in the community. So I think this is a great thing. They also have it down at the dog park and a couple other parks around the in-town Macon area. I've seen this as well. And lastly, out here at Tatnall Square Park, one of the spots that I like to write is the playground. I know that seems strange, but sometimes sitting around watching kids, watching people, listening to people, especially when you're trying to do dialogue, as far as getting the right words to say, making sure that your characters sound like real people, this is the best place to go. A public place where you can hear people talk, where you can hear people speak, where you can hear people laugh, hear what they're arguing about, hear what they're fussing about, hear what they're happy about, hear what they're sad about. This is one of the best places to do that. And again, Tatnall Square Park is one of my favorite places to write.